Good morning, You Can Heal family. My name's Shena, and we're reading 2 Chronicles today, and we're going to look at chapters 1 and 2. It says, the worship of Solomon. Solomon, the son of King David, now took firm control of the kingdom, for the Lord his God was with him and made him very powerful. He called together all Israel, the generals and captains of the army and judges, and all the political clan leaders. Then Solomon led the entire assembly to the hill at Gibeon, where God's tabernacle was located. This was the tabernacle that Moses, the Lord's servant, had constructed in the wilderness. David had already moved the ark of God from Kiriath Jearim to the special tent he had prepared for it in Jerusalem. But the bronze altar made by Bezalel, son of Uri and grandson of Hur, was still at Gibeon, in front of the tabernacle of the Lord. So Solomon and the people gathered in front of it to consult the Lord. There in front of the tabernacle, Solomon went up to the bronze altar in the Lord's presence and sacrificed 1,000 burnt offerings on it. The petition for wisdom. That night, God appeared to Solomon in a dream and said, "What do you want? Ask, and I will give it to you." Solomon replied to God, "You have been so faithful and kind to my father David, and now you have made me king in his place. Now, Lord God, please keep your promise to David my father, for you have made me king over a people as numerous as the dust of the earth. Give me wisdom and knowledge to rule them properly, for who is able to govern this great nation of yours?" So that's that part of the Bible most of us know, where King Solomon didn't ask for riches and money. He asked for wisdom. And that's a really good example for us too in our prayer time. We should be asking for wisdom and understanding and knowledge, things of that nature. It goes on to say the provision of wisdom. God said to Solomon, "Because your greatest desire is to help your people, and you do not ask for personal wealth and honor or the death of your enemies, or even a long life, but rather you ask for wisdom and knowledge to properly govern my people, I will certainly give you the wisdom and knowledge you requested. And I will also give you riches, wealth, and honor, such as no other king has ever had before you or will ever have again." So see, he did end up with those things, even though he asked for wisdom. Then Solomon returned to Jerusalem from the tabernacle at the hill of Gibeon, and he reigned over Israel. The wealth of Solomon. Solomon built up a huge military force, which included 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horses. He stationed many of them in the chariot cities and some near him in Jerusalem. During Solomon's reign, silver and gold were as plentiful in Jerusalem as stones, and valuable cedar wood was as common as the sycamore wood that grows in the foothills of Judah. Solomon's horses were imported from Egypt and from Cilicia. The king's traders acquired them from Cilicia at the standard price. At that time, Egyptian chariots delivered to Jerusalem could be purchased for 600 pieces of silver, and horses could be bought for 100 pieces of silver. Many of these were then resold to the king of the Hittites and the king of Aram. So we'll pick up with chapter 2. I'll be back in a little bit to read that.